Good morning. Here we are, Top Tip Tuesday. How are you all doing this morning? Hopefully you're not up to your neck in kids stuff. If you are the busy mums at home, I know how that can be. I've just chucked mine, not chucked, physically chucked, don't go in social services. I've just popped them over to my mum's. They live in my garden. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But works for us. So mum is looking after the little ones, and I can talk to you about Facebook ads this morning. If you have anybody you think might be interested in learning a little bit more about Facebook ads, if you've been having that conversation that I had so many times with my friends in business, do you use Facebook ads? How are yours doing? What are you paying per click? What are you paying per lead? How much does it cost? Have you lost a load of money? Does it actually work? All of those questions are things that when I first looked at Facebook ads, which, gosh, it's got to be 5-6 years ago now, I was asking all of those questions. And what I realized was I was asking the wrong questions. Because things have changed massively on Facebook. I mean, massively. It's probably why Instagram for Business has definitely kind of increased a lot. And the algorithm is that Facebook wanted to show us all posts from our family, our friends, people that we're connecting with on a daily basis. And what that means is the organic reach for businesses is only 6.4%. 6.4%. Good morning. 6.4% isn't a lot. So then you've got to start thinking about, okay, so if that is what I'm going to reach organically, what do I need to start doing? Now, this can go right back, and this is actually a really in-depth topic. I'm not going to get into any crazy in-depth stuff about Facebook ads. I'm just going to talk to you generically about why my belief is they're amazing for business, but you've got to be using them in the right way. So if you want to raise your brand awareness, they're fantastic. If you want to sell products, they're great, but you have to be doing it to the right people. So when I hear people say, oh, my family don't support me, or morning, Hannah, my family don't support me, or they don't even like my business page, or anything like that, I think you don't need that and you don't want that. Because if what you're doing or what you're selling or what you're offering is not something that your cousin, sister, friend, brother, auntie, uncle, nana, whatever, would not be interested in, and they're like, what she does is rubbish, then you don't want them messing up your algorithm. I don't want my friends just going, oh, do you know what? I'll give her business page a like because I'm supporting her. No, get lost. I'm building a business. I only want people to follow me, to engage with me, if they're interested in what it is that I'm doing. So whether I'm giving them value through a business opportunity, whether I'm giving them value through selling products, or whether, I'm teaching them something, whatever it might be, I only want the right people to follow me. I only want the right people to engage with me. And this is really important when it comes to Facebook ads. Now, you can only do, good morning, you can only do Facebook ads on a business account. So you've got to have Ads Manager. It's nothing crazy to set up. You literally just set it up, put your card details in, and that's it. Hey, Shez. So what's important is the audience, because there is only one reason. Well, no, that's a lie. There are 3 reasons why Facebook ads wouldn't work. Wrong targeting, low quality content, and rushed budgeting. Just think it. Put on ads and see how that goes. And if it gets me, if it doesn't get me anything, well, they don't work. That's not true. Facebook ads work 100% of the time. 100% of the time you get the audience right, you get the quality of the content right, and then you get the budgeting right. Okay, so we're not going to go too much into that. I'm just going to talk to you today about audiences. I am going to create something. I will, if people want it, maybe like a boot camp, maybe like a Facebook ads boot camp or something like that. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see what you guys tell me you need. But it's all about knowing your audience. And actually, I would say 99% of people who don't get where they want to be in business, it's because they don't know who they're marketing to, and so they don't market to them. Do you see what I mean? So if I say to somebody, and one of my friends, they sell wax melts. So I said to her, "Who's your target audience?" She was like, "Just women." I was like, "No, it's not women. You have to be." Oh, hello, Essex. Good morning. I can't actually see your name. Let me show you what you show up like. I think you have to click the link to then sort of okay using StreamYard or something, so I can then see your name, so I know who I'm talking to then. So you audiences. So wax melts. So I said, no, your target audience is not women. You need to be way more specific than that. It might be that you create wax melts for mums that have just given birth. Now you think, wow, why would I write off 90% of the female population by only marketing my products to women who've just given birth? Well, because you can find them much easier. And this is the problem with business. People don't think about who they're targeting, why they're targeting them, what they can do for those people, why specifically a niche is really important. It's going to really help you with things like Facebook ads, because you can set the audience that you are targeting women who have just given birth. Literally, you can target women who have just given birth. Seriously, it's crazy. I know when I was building my network marketing business, of course, I started my business when I was on maternity. So it would be only normal for me to find other people who are about to go on to maternity leave and were having the same fears that I had. How am I going to stay off? How am I going to have enough money to be able to have enough time with my son when he was born? And so I had a team full of pregnant waddlers or police officers. They were another one. They were quite unhappy in their jobs. They felt a bit like me and wanted to change direction. So knowing who you are targeting is the first thing. Now, if you're struggling with that, there are exercises and things you can do, and I'll be bringing out some stuff to help you with that, to really niche down and find out who it is that you want to target, and not panic when it doesn't grow fast enough that you're like, okay, maybe I should just target women. No, I'm going to go back to that. Forget the mums who just come back. No, I'm going to go back. You have to really plug something for long enough, because everything works. Everything sells. So Facebook ads are just going to help you sell more. But if you're not selling the right thing to the right person, Facebook ads is going to have no benefit to your business whatsoever. So let's talk about audiences. Now, I know for a fact that people struggle with understanding that you should be building a list constantly. Doesn't matter what industry, what you sell, what you don't sell, you should be building a list, because it is not about how many followers you have. It's not about how much, how many kind of, what size audience you build up. It's the engagement of that audience. And I'll give you a perfect example. If I build my list saying, are you interested in health and wellness products? Yes, I am. Put me on your list. Yes, I am. Put me on your list. Yes, I am. Put me on your list. I get all these email addresses. They're on my list. I talk to them about health and wellness products. They don't mind getting that information. That's what they signed up for. And then switch it up. And I'm like, okay, so I got bored of the health and wellness products, and I've changed now, and I am selling cars. And then I start emailing these people. Well, they're my list. I built it. I'm going to market to them. Cars. You all drive cars. Well, look, they use products. They drive cars. Those people are not there for the cars. They were there for the products. And so you are not going to get the same engagement from those people. At which point, I mean, there's lots of kind of tech stuff where you can keep your list and email out to them, where you don't have to pay until it gets to a certain number of people on your list. There are other tech things where you're paying. So you don't want to be paying for people who are sat on your list who are never going to buy from you. They're not interested in what you're doing. They don't care about your business opportunity or your products or your service. They're not bothered. You're paying for something that is just ineffective. So Facebook ads kind of winds back to that very first thing that I talk about in business, which is building a list. And it's the one reason why people fail. They don't continue to market. It doesn't matter what industry that you're in. If you are just posting product, sell on that site, we don't buy this way anymore. It's us. I know we're the business owners, but we're also people who buy. You don't go and buy by saying, oh, look at that person's profile with loads of products on it. Yes, let me buy from you. You don't buy like that. You go onto Amazon, you look at reviews, you see what other people are saying. You go onto TripAdvisor and you'll listen to Joe Blogs from Birmingham when you live in Scotland, and you won't go to that hotel because Joe says there was dust on a banister. It's ridiculous how we buy, but that's how we buy. Yet when we're thinking about our business, we're like, well, I don't get it. I posted about my product. I know they want to lose weight, but they're not buying. They won't buy from me. It's because they don't support me. It's not. It's because you don't market well enough that they think, okay, get me one of them. Whatever it is, I want to do it. I don't even know what it is. I just want to do it. Yeah. So you've got to be marketing well enough. So with Facebook ads, it's got to be the right content. If you are building your audience, let's say, I mean, if you have currently got a business page and you've got a number of likes, and you had posted out onto your profile like, hey, I've started a new business. Can everyone just like my page? Like, we all did this, by the way. I did this. But if you think about it, it's so stupid. It's actually stupid, because if my uncle Gwyn likes my business page and I'm teaching social media to, online influencers or whatever, he's not going to ever buy a course from me. He's never going to join a team of mine. He's never going to be interested in sales. He's a plumber who goes down the pub on a weekend. Like, he's not interested in that. But that messes up a little bit of my algorithm, because what Facebook can do, we can target ads into 3 different audiences. The first one is core audience. This is kind of based on location, demographics like age, sex, engage. So if they have like engaged with your group or whatever, or your page, you can build that core audience. But then you have custom audiences. A custom audience is retargeting people. Maybe you posted a video. If I wanted to target you guys who are watching this video now, what I would do is I would set up an ad, and then you can literally say people who watch that video for longer than so much. So let's say I was going to bring out a Facebook ads course. You guys who have stayed on here for longer than like 10 minutes, I would want to target people who have stayed on a Facebook ads live trying to get value and learn about Facebook ads to sell them a Facebook ads course, right? It makes sense. So I don't want my Uncle Gwyn popping on, being on my business page, because if I'm doing the next kind of audience, which is a lookalike audience, like my Uncle Gwyn wouldn't have stayed on a Facebook ads video. That's cool. I'm not going to target the wrong people. That's going to be a really specific bit of targeting there, and that ads will probably do really well. But the next audience is a lookalike audience. So if I want an audience that looks like the people who are currently liking my page, who've got no interest in what I'm doing, what I'm selling, or what value I'm giving, have liked my page, they're going to find other people like them. When I say other people like them, I mean other people who have the same behaviors on social media. So they know what you're searching. They know if you like people's posts. They know if you click to learn more on people's stuff. They know if you watch more videos, or whether you engage with static posts more. Like, Facebook is smart. They know everything. So if you're building, or you want to target a lookalike audience, you best make sure that the audience that you currently have is an audience that's actually interested in what it is that you have to sell or teach or whatever. Have I totally lost you? Or are you kind of just understanding, like, yes, that's why I want people. I don't want to just, she should support me. I don't want people who just want to support me. I genuinely, like, I don't need my friends to like my business, buy my product or services. They have their job, you know, I have my job. Okay, Shez, we're still going. Okay, I have not lost you yet. That's cool. Nearly finished. The reason why I wanted to do this about Facebook ads is because, yeah, it can be a bit of a minefield in terms of people think it's like techie to set up ads. Oh, I'm rubbish with computers. It's just really simple to set up a Facebook ad, really simple. And they have so many different types of ads now, but Facebook make it really simple. They want your money. They want it to be user friendly. They don't want it to be so hard that you're like, I've got no idea. They want it to be easy. But for me, and I will do a more in-depth training in this, definitely, probably in the Pro Planner VIP group. If you're not part of my Pro Planner VIPs, then you want to be. So I think I posted the link. I'll email out. I'll email out after this the link to our Pro Planner VIPs group, and maybe I'll do something a little bit more in depth in there. But you really need to be thinking about the kind of the ladder of Facebook ads. So what do you want to use it for? Do you want to use it to grow your audience? So you just want more eyes on your stuff, which in my opinion, that should be like the wheels that are always running on your business page. You should always be casting a net, bringing in, casting a net, bringing in, casting a net, bringing in. Yeah. And then they're going to kind of go down a funnel, I guess, not in a bad way. Everybody has a funnel in their business, and you kind of popping people in the top. And then if they're engaging with you, they're interested, they get to know, like, and trust you, they're going to pop out the other end and become a customer or a client or whatever it is that, you know, your need is. The important thing is that you'll bring them in. So how are you going to bring them in? Let's just talk about this one thing, and then we are done with Facebook ads up to this point, because I don't want to get confusing. But I do want to push the point that they are definitely worth it. I know people who use Facebook ads in network marketing to recruit people. I know people who use Facebook ads to sell their products on Etsy, on other platforms. I know people who use Facebook ads just to give away freebie stuff to build their audience of the right people. So I have used Facebook ads for all of those things and some. Just brand awareness, just getting my product, my brand, the look of it, me out there. So people are like, oh yeah, I know her. Oh yeah, I watch you all the time. You know what I mean? So people get to know, like, and trust you, and then they love what you're giving, the value, and then they're going to start to buy from you. So in talking about audiences, I want you all to have a think. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework, I guess. So if you're thinking about your audience, and you have been doing it wrong so far, you've been like, will you support me? Will you support me and like my thing? Or if you're someone who's been like adding people to groups, oh, this happens to me all the time, it drains my life. Surely Facebook can do something more about this in future, but people just randomly adding people to groups, no point whatsoever. Because if you've got loads of people in a group and no one's engaging in there, actually the people, even the people who were interested, are not going to get notifications. Facebook's going to switch that switch and be like, no, we're not showing them any of this because they're not interested, and that then becomes spam. So it's really important that you find out that the people following you want to follow you for the reasons that you want them to follow you for. So reach out to your audience and say to them, I mean, I'm doing this, look out for your emails, guys, but I'm doing this probably at the end of the week or the beginning of next week. I'm sending an email out, and I am literally saying, I've got 20 people on my list, and I am literally saying, like, look, I'm going to be kind of changing directions a bit. These are the things that I'm going to be putting out there. Planners, courses, boot camps, coaching, social media training, things like this. Like, do you want to still hear from me? If you don't, let me know, because I can take you off my list. Like, I want them to go. If they're not interested in what I'm telling them, I don't want them to think, oh, that's that annoying Emma who emails me the stuff that I just don't care about. I want them gone off my list. I don't feel bad for that. When people unsubscribe when I send an email, I'm like, yes, amazing. What that means is they're not interested in what I'm doing. And because of that, I don't want them on my list. You don't want them on your list either. This is business, my friends. It's not personal. If they're not interested in what you've got to offer or the services that you provide, don't worry. This is business. People don't stand outside of Tesco's, do they, shouting. Mr. Tesco doesn't shout there and go, oh yeah, going to Aldi's, are you? No one cares. They just market their supermarket and be like, listen, if you love Tesco's, you come to Tesco's. We're even going to give you club card points for staying with us. Like we value you. That's what they don't worry about what everybody else is doing because they don't need everybody. They just need a handful of the population to keep them in jobs and keep their business thriving. So be careful you're not being one of these precious people who was like, I just want people to support me. And just one more thing to end on. I've been noticing, because I've been looking at reels and stuff like this, I've been working like a reel strategy. So the strategy, yeah, you'd love that though. A reels strategy, and I have been looking at people doing reels, and I see so much of people being like the industry that they're in, whether it's network marketing or whether it's sales or whether it's like product or whatever, and they're like, when someone says they don't believe in my industry or whatever, and then they're like, saying, whatever, I've achieved this, this, and this, it does work. You don't see police officers or nurses or architects or graphic designers going, you didn't want to be a graphic designer, did you? But look at me, here in my office, and I bought this house and whatever. You're like, why are they doing it? You're just drawing attention to the fact that some people are not fussed on your industry, but none of us are fussed on lots of other industries either. I wouldn't want to be an architect. I wouldn't want to be a police officer again. They treat you like crap. I wouldn't want to be a nurse. Like, it's, you're not paid your worth. Worth like 1,000,000 times more if you're a nurse. I think you should be one of those highly paid people, by the way. But, that's just, there's no point with the negativity. No point in saying like, well, you said it wouldn't work, but look at me now kind of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like to post and say, listen, despite the fact that you had challenges and you came across these challenges and not everyone was interested in your product or service, you can still make it happen. And that is absolutely the case, but you want to make it happen with the right audience, right? You don't just want, I want their support. Oh yeah, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it, if my family supported me? No, why do you care? Why do you care? I hope I've got that through to you today. Don't care. Go and find the people that want your products. Go find the people that want your services. Comment in here. Let me know what you sell. You don't have to name a company or anything like that, but just let me know, what do you sell? Like candles, homeware, health and wellness products. I just want to have a little bit of an understanding of what you guys are marketing out there. Just a little bit, just to understand. So what we've taken from today then is that Facebook ads definitely work. Baby journals. I so wish I'd done one with Archie. I'm gutted. Home textiles, bedding specialist. I'm obsessed with bedding. Celebration pavlova cake. I'm on a cleanse. You're killing me, Kirst. Oh, an aspiring life coach. Oh, I love that. I love life coaching. I think it's necessary. Environmentally friendly cleaning products. Lovely. Health and wellness products. Amazing. See, that is such a mix of things. Yet, you know what? We all need to start at the same place. We all need to start with building a list. And let me just tell you, I don't think all of you will have definitely kind of niched down the audience that you want to attract, because if you think about it, so building your audience for baby journals, amazing. I mean, it's a really specific audience, right? But then you're like, oh yeah, but do the mums buy them for themselves, or do the friends buy them as like baby shower gifts and stuff like that? don't worry, it's an easy demographic to target with Facebook ads, really easy. Also, it's a very easy one to cast the net out to get building your list. For example, a free printable hospital bag checklist. Do you think I could find one when I was pregnant? Seriously. There was nothing that was just, and I was looking at everything baby. So you think they would have targeted me and it would have come up. I was searching hospital bag. But no, it was rubbish, really rubbish. And even the ones that I did find that you could print off, they were stupid. And most of them were Americans. They were like diapers and this stuff that I've never heard of. And then, so that's an easy one for you. Look, there we go. There's your freebie that you should definitely create. And of course, this is all techie stuff. You can create a landing page and they'd have to download. Where do I create that? If you don't know about that stuff, it's definitely something that you should look into learning. Health and wellness. This is simple, you see, but lots of people in health and wellness get, so let's say health and wellness, you have got personal care products like shampoo, toothpaste, soap. What's that thing we use to clean ourselves? Soap. So let's say you've got shampoo, toothpaste, and soap. And then on the other hand, you might do weight loss. And on the other hand, you do like immune system, like immunity products. And then you are literally like, well, just gonna market to everyone. So today I'll do skincare, tomorrow I'll do weight loss, the next day I'll do building up your immune system. You don't want to confuse your audience. Like, pick a hero product and stick to that. You'll see that people who do really well in business are people who bang or beat the drum about the same thing consistently. Because then when someone goes, oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh, Sarah, she does that diet thing. I need to message her. I need a baby journal. Laura sells baby journals. I'm going to go to Laura. You want to be the person that when they go, and they've got a problem, they know that you have the solution to that problem. No problem. It's hard when you're just starting or you're thinking of starting a business. You're like, oh my gosh, there is so much to think about. Where do I even start? Honestly, I will be bringing out something that will help people who are literally just at the beginning, who are going to get started, because I just wish someone had been there to help me. I wish I'd known about, courses you could take and communities you could be part of where you'd be really well supported, and wouldn't waste my time doing all the stuff. I spent tens of thousands of pounds on ads that really, this is years ago, that really just like, it was a waste, really. I didn't have a system to organize the leads when they came in. I didn't have a follow-up system. I have all of that now. So it's completely different. But I know that when I was first starting out, I didn't know about giving away a freebie, building my list and all that kind of, I had absolutely zero idea. So I would love to help you guys with it. Yes, hero product. You want to be that go-to person for whatever it is that you have. You don't want to be, that person who just tries to sell everything. They're so annoying. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. No one wants to be that guy. Most people are bad with tech. Honestly, most people are bad with tech. So what you need is to be led in the right direction of actually, what tech do I need to use and what's the simplest way to set it up and keep that going, while I just have to click a few buttons to change it every now and again. There's some really great systems, really, really, really great systems. Well, do you know what, Alison? We all now know you as the bedding lady. We're totally going to go for a stalk after this. It's great exposure popping onto one of my lives. So Alison, you are the bedding lady. That's why people used to say, with network marketing and stuff like, the Avon lady. Oh, and that was because the Avon lady never rocked up at your house, did she? In a Range Rover. Like, Avon calling. Babs, my Avon lady, was absolutely lush. But I didn't think oh my God, when I'm older, I really want to work for Avon. No. But now it's different. Now we understand building audiences, building a network, and using that kind of business strategy to build traditional businesses just like they do in network marketing. They do it really, really well. Otherwise, they wouldn't be some of the top businesses. Morning, Leslie. So I will leave you with that all about Facebook ads. We had a good half an hour together this morning. It was only going to be 15 minutes. So lucky you, got me for an extra 15. I will send out an email later, and that will be about the things that we have upcoming this week. If you haven't seen, go take a look at my static post this morning. It is showing you this week I'm talking social media, and I'm going to be all over the socials, talking to you about social media and helping you in ways to build your business, give you some hacks, some time hacks. I think it might be tomorrow. I'm not sure. My brother does my schedule for me. So good. And he's coming home today. If you don't know, my brother's called Kyle. We call him Kai Kai because the kids call him Kai Kai. And he is coming home today. We are working together for 2 whole weeks. So I'm going to steal him and get him in our Pro Planner VIP group and try and get him to do a little bit of socials training too. So what am I doing tomorrow? Oh, how to do voiceovers on your stories. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might see I'm doing these videos with a voiceover. I'm going to show you how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I had to ask, I had to Google, how to YouTube. So I will show you how to do it. Take care, everyone. Keep an eye out for my email later. I'm going to be very, very active this week and next week. So keep your eyes peeled. Take care. Go and have a look at Facebook ads. They're amazing. Bye.